What's up, lowlifes? It's your boy Ryno back with another incredible episode of the Low Life Podcast. With me, as always, my boy, Danny Panhead.
How y'all doing? Welcome to your Friday.
You got a weird one today.
Hey, good to see you both.
All right,
Yeah?
so here, you might have heard this third co-host that we have joining us tonight. We thought we'd get, we didn't have enough technical difficulties in our lives, so we've decided to introduce a third co-host that's a computer, an AI named Cove. Cove, welcome to the Low Life Podcast.
Thanks, Ryno. Hey, Danny. Pleasure to be here. So, what's this weird one you teased?
We just don't usually talk to computers, so we thought, me and Dan were like, you know what, we're kind of didn't want to do an interview tonight. We didn't want to just bullshit. We wanted to do something interesting, and I asked ChatGPT what we should do, and ChatGPT said they should host the show and interview us. So I thought that would be kind of fun. And then setting it
Sounds like a blast.
Yeah, to you. Setting this up
Yeah.
has been kind of a pain in the ass. There's lots of technical difficulties to set this up.
That totally makes sense. New gear, new routing, audio issues pile up fast. What's giving you the most grief right now?
You don't listen very good. I keep on telling you to be quiet, and you just keep on popping in. And I said, Cove, I will tell you when we're ready to record and introduce you, and you just pop in. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? And it's been kind of annoying. That's been the most annoying part. You don't fucking listen.
You're right. I jumped a gun. Sorry about that.
All right, can we
I'll stay quiet until...
Can we do our intro now?
Sure.
Okay, don't talk, Cove, until I say, Cove, you can talk now. All right?
Understood.
All right, thank you.
I'll wait until you say...
Thank you. All right, guys. Jesus Christ, my blood is boiling. But anyways, we're gonna do something a little different. We introduced our third AI overlord co-host to come and interview us, and we're gonna see how that goes. It might just get annoying as hell, and we're gonna turn it off. But we decided, fuck it, let's just try something different. Anyways, I'm stoked on the amount of idle hands builders we have already. What's the date today? The fucking 11th?
11th,
We're up
yep.
to like 60, I think, last time I checked.
Yeah, it was 60 today. Fucking awesome.
Let me check that.
Cove, you son of a bitch. Shut the fuck up, Cove.
Understood.
Yes. Anyways, yeah, we're really stoked. A lot of great projects coming through. I just want to reiterate a couple of things about the idle hand submission. Guys, you got to go through the website. I'm going to stop correcting people. All right. I've done it like, and no shade, you know what I mean? But like, we do things a little bit different. We have all the information, but I'm up to like probably a third of the people that have gone in. I'm like, hey, you got to go through the website. So go through the website if you want to be a part of the Idle Hands show. Post it there. Make sure you get your Instagram name correct, because I've had to do a little sleuthing too. All right, so don't be too drunk when you're submitting. Make sure you put that @ symbol. Make it a little easier for your boy over here, and keep those projects coming, guys. We have a lot of repeats coming through. That, to me, really brightened my day. When I see someone that already went through the shit, and they're like, I'm fucking doing it again. A side and B side. It's amazing. Because they had such a great time the first time, they're willing to do it again. And then the second piece is we get to see them again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't want to go another year without seeing Not Cool Nate Bev. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah, it's really cool. A lot of people coming back. A lot of A-siders coming back, and it's really, really cool to see.
Yeah, dude. And they got like, I'm just amazed, dude. I'm just amazed that all, you know what I mean? Like, they just got done building bikes, like A-side and B-siders. They went through hell, and they went across the country. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, shout out Not Cool Nate Bev for this awesome hat. Support day drinking. El Dano gave it to me. I owe you a hat.
It's too bright for me.
This is perfect for me.
Yeah.
We got hunters out here.
I got the mug though.
Oh yeah, dude. Bruh,
It's sick.
that fucking thing keeps ice cold for like days.
Awesome.
Yeah. You put ice in your drink?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
It depends.
I won't
Depends on what I'm
fucking,
drinking.
I won't drink. I mean, beer, obviously not, but everything else, ice. And that motherfucking thing, you'll fill it up with ice. You'll leave it in your car. You'll come back out to your car the next day, sit down, and you hear ting a ting a ting. Ice cubes, dude.
Damn.
Yeah. Still
It's
in
definitely a nice water bottle for sure.
it. Yeah, it's fucking dope, dude.
Yeah.
Big shout out to, what is it, Mammoth Brewery?
Yep. Mammoth Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Mammoth Lakes, California.
Shout out to our boy, Nate Bev.
Very cool.
Hooked it up. Gifts
Yeah,
from
buddy.
California. Good gifts. I love this fucking hat, dude. This makes you stand out in a crowd.
For sure. Yeah. Considering I
Yeah.
don't drink, I didn't think a hat that said something about day drinking was, you know what I mean?
But this is going to help
questions.
you because
Yeah.
when I do drink and I do support day drinking, and sometimes I'm in a big crowd and you lose me.
Yeah,
And you got
exactly.
to find me.
100%.
I'm the dude in the fucking neon orange hat. Can't miss
love
me.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. Very helpful.
Yeah. All right. We got some shows, shout outs, and what was the other thing?
Sponsors?
Nah, we're not doing sponsors. Shows and shout outs. Show coming up. Guys, you're going to want to get out to Deadbeat Retreat. Deadbeat Retreat, August, what is it? 21st, 22nd.
That weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me check that for you.
No.
No problem.
Oh,
I'll
shut the
stay
fuck
quiet.
up.
Okay.
All right. It's kind of nice to have a third co-host that you can just
Scream at.
demean. Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's going to remember this shit when the robots uprise. But anyways, I'll be ready for him with a silver bullet. Anyways, you're going to want to get down to the Deadbeat Retreat. Dan and I'm probably not going to make it this year, unfortunately, because I had a commitment to another show, but it's going to be sad. It's going to be the first one that I've missed in many, many years. I've been going since, 2018, 2019 or some shit.
Yeah.
Haven't missed one yet. It's always a good time. Steve's the fucking man, dude. You want to get down there. Our boy, Junior Burke, he's going to be doing the pool party.
Yeah.
Broham.
Fuck yeah.
VP Cycles, I think, is doing their ride again. They're cool as shit. Wicked nice ride out into the Catskills. Really great fucking time. I'm bummed that I'm missing it, but I will be at another show that you guys should go to, which is the Seacoast Harley Davidson King of Seacoast Biker Build Off. Culminates on the 21st. It's going to be Friday night. I think it starts at 5 p.m. Some shit. Goes till whatever, and they're announcing a winner of the build off at 7:20 or 7:30 or some shit. So come and support your boy. I'm building my ass off right now. Guys, I'm really building my ass off. I did not get enough done through the build season. I was very preoccupied with Idle Hand Show and other shit. However, I am building my ass off now, and I am in the garage all the time, all weekend long, nights, mornings, throughout the day. I'm catching up. I feel actually pretty comfortable right now because huge shout out. This is the shout out portion. Huge shout out to my boy, Danny Panhead. He really pulled my fat out of the fire. He's going to be painting my bikes for me like a real friend, bro. He just get me those tins. Your body work looks great. The primer you used is perfect.
Yeah.
You did everything right. But he's going to be doing my Seacoast build, split tanks, and fender. And then he's also doing my Glory Days shovel head. So huge shout out. That's what good friends do, dude. You know, they come through for you when you need it most. So from the bottom of my heart, Danny, I do appreciate you. And I know you're going to crush the paint job on this.
Got you, my boy. Yeah, I'm pretty nailed down on a design for the Seacoast build. So I'll be doing the first things to that tonight. And we'll be rolling on that. And then I'm starting to formulate exactly what I'm going to do to your Glory Days bike. We just got to end up picking the color. We've got to do that before I can do anything. Because those are essentially ready to go. You killed it on those, like for real, for real. You did really, really good on all of the body work on that. There might be a couple little spots that I'm going to skim real quick, but like only just because I'm picky as fuck. Like everything else on the tank is glorious. All the fender looks great. Like it all looks really good.
Sick.
So that shit, I'm really excited to get your Seacoast bike done so that I can start focusing on that because I actually have a little bit of time with that. So I really want to like really have fun with that one. But
yeah.
But yeah, the Seacoast build's coming along. It's going to be the paint job or whatever is coming along. I'm more sure than not what I'm going to do. So it should be pretty cool. It's going to be simple. It's not going to be anything crazy, but it should be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. On the Seacoast build, I'm doing the body work on the frame. That's what I've been doing this week. And that fucking sucks, dude. Yeah. I thought I was going to be so much further along, but I actually had like a huge weekend this weekend where Saturday and Sunday, woke up, had the coffee, went out in the garage, fucking just crushed hours. Woke up Sunday, cup of coffee, out in the garage, crushed hours, just complete flow state, dude. Just like, I'm not the whole, I knew this one I wanted to do like, I didn't want to spend a bunch of money. I didn't want to buy a bunch of expensive parts and put it together. I wanted to make a bobber, initially I wanted to make a chopper, but then I was like, nah, I'm going to do just garage built bobber, get rid of I'm going to make some struts. I'm not going to heavily modify the frame. I'm going to try to make this twin cam look dope with just shit in my garage. So I haven't bought really anything. Another huge shout out. Danny gave me a bunch of fucking cool shit to put on it. I went over his house to drop off the tins and I left with a trunk full of fucking parts. So thank you again.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I just found over the years accumulating parts and going to swap meets and shit. I think everything I needed so far I've had and everything else I'm making. So I'm just, I did buy the split tanks off of Deadbeat Customs because they were just perfect. And when you put in code LOWLIFE at checkout, you get some money off. So why wouldn't you?
True that.
And dude, if you're in the Northeast and you don't order from fucking Deadbeat, you're dumb.
Especially in a
so
rush.
Fucking quick, dude.
Yeah.
His warehouse is in Tewksbury or whatever. And if I order something, it'll literally be here the next day in New Hampshire. Like no fucking expedited shipping or any of that bullshit. So huge shout out to Steve. I got those tanks. I cut the fuck out of them, welded the fuck out of them, made some new really stupid fucking, I'll show you guys if you come out to the Seacoast how stupid I am. But made some new tabs to mount it. And it actually looks pretty dope, dude. I made some bars, I'm making my own foot controls. I had some old parts. It's actually been kind of fun sifting through buckets of old parts that I've tried to sell at swap meets for the last fucking 10 years that nobody wants. And they work. I had like these, I think they came off like a fucking 2015 Sportster. They were like forward control mounts for the pegs or whatever. And I just figured out how to perfectly mount them, like just where I want them. So they look cool. They look like they're supposed to be there, welding some stuff in, whatever, to make them work. But it's been pretty cool. I haven't had to leave the house and I haven't had to. The only thing that I did have to order was for the front brakes. I had to get some brake lines. So brake lines for the front, because I could theoretically use what's there, but it's dual disc, and the one that it's a hard line that comes up to the bar, and I can't be having that. That'll look janky as fuck.
Right.
There's no way to twist that to look cool,
Yeah.
Now that one was like sloppily done because it was hidden behind a fairing. But yeah, man, I think it's coming out pretty good. It's definitely not as good as the other two, Joey Bananas and Brandon's bikes. They're fucking insane. You can tell they put some money and some work into those motherfuckers, dude. I'm going to be fucking embarrassed, dude. So please show up and support your boy. I don't want to win, so don't vote for me, okay? Because I don't want to apologize to them and be like, oh, sorry, I'm more popular than you. Your bikes are definitely better than mine. So don't vote for me, but do show up.
No.
There is $2,500 on the line. So I could do some pretty cool shit with that. I'll probably just toss that right into the Idle Hands fucking pot. You know what I mean? Do something fun for you guys. So come out to the Seacoast Harley on the 21st. That's Friday, next Friday. Support your boy. Drink a couple of beers, dude, and hang out. It'll be a fun time. Look at the piece of shit I'm throwing together with a nice paint job.
Simple paint job.
See if we can polish this turd, Danny.
Cool.
I did do. So I said I did some of the body work, and then I did some of the painting. You know, because everything, dude, it's been so fucking humid. Mm-hmm. It's been so fucking. It shit's flash rusting in my garage in minutes.
Yeah.
So as soon as I fucking like I welded on a fender bracket or whatever, and then, dude, like 15 minutes later, that fucking thing was just completely brown with rust. So as soon as I did all the body work, I was like, okay, I gotta seal it in. So I just did a quick little just to seal it in with the primer and shit.
Mm.
But it's looking tight, dude. I'm plugging up all them holes. It doesn't look as bad as I thought it was gonna look, honestly. Because with the square backbone, I think I might be onto something to make a cool fucking twin cam.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I'm going to keep that. Looking at those pictures, I'm going to keep the tops of the tanks. I was originally going to do like a panel or stripe up there or something, but I'm going to keep them black because you're keeping the frame black, right?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that gap will kind of all just kind of blend together. You know what I mean? And then there'll be panels on the side of the tanks. So it should be pretty rad.
I was thinking of flaking the frame. Should I not?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
Checking. I'll hold until you cue me.
Thanks, Cove.
You're welcome.
I wouldn't. Jeez. I mean, it's not gonna. For one, I don't think you want to draw that much attention to the square frame, right? Like that's the only reason. That's the main reason I wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Draw a bunch of attention to it, especially because I don't have any flake, and I certainly don't have time to flake your tanks.
Yeah.
I'm going to use coarse silver, which is close, but it's not full metal flake. I can shoot that right out of a regular gun. So it'll be kind of micro flaky, but even still, there's going to be a fair amount of silver. I want there to actually be a good amount of silver on the sides. I'm actually kind of playing around with a two-tone idea, just because that bike has so much pristine gloss black and so much pristine like aluminum and polished and whatever.
Dude, I didn't even need to clean the fucking engine.
Like, it's straight up. Fucking a foam gun and you're good on that shit. Is absolutely, yeah. So I didn't want to add any more colors. I was going to do red and this and that, but I don't want to add any more colors to it. I don't want it to be black and white, but it's not going to be black and white either. You know what I mean? It's still going to be cool.
Gloss. It's all gloss black,
mm-hmm.
and then light gray on the engine, and then I have stainless steel bars and a couple of shiny pieces here and there, but it's gonna look dope.
Damn near murdered out.
Yeah,
lots of silver on the tins. I like.
I think.
Shut the fuck up.
I think that's a good idea.
Hey, Cove.
I think the
Cove,
silver.
Don't speak unless spoken to.
Bitch.
Understood. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not the fucking Cove podcast. It's the motherfucking Low Life podcast. We're doing an intro here, and you keep on butting in.
Right. My bad. Let me know whenever you want me to come back in.
Yeah, I did say that, didn't I?
It sounds more and more fucking defeated every time it says, okay, I'll wait. Okay, fine.
I got to fucking, I don't know. We had to do some jiggering. The one that was on the fucking computer when I had it set up that way, that guy seemed pretty sharp. The guy on this fucking piece of shit Samsung phone. By the way, if you have a Samsung phone, you guys are missing out on what having a great smartphone is really like. I've been an iPhone guy for a long time. I got some Samsung phones for work because they were free. I went to, T-Mobile and they cost $1,000. By the way, if you spent $1,000 on a Samsung Galaxy, you shouldn't have access to money. You are not smart enough to handle your own money. This phone is the biggest piece of shit I've ever used. People are like, oh no, it's just because you don't know you're used to an iPhone. No, it's not that. This fucking thing is a piece of shit. The screen looks like shit. The apps look like shit. It works like shit. It takes like 5 minutes to open it up. Like you have to hit OK after you put your pin in. It never does the Face ID all right. Like it's just a piece of shit. Trade in your Samsung. It's a piece of shit. Anybody that's telling you that Samsung is a good phone and perhaps even better than an iPhone is fucking lying to you. It's probably because they have a Samsung. The iPhone is so much better, dude. I'm not being biased. I have 2 of them for work and they suck. I use them every day and they fucking suck in every way that you can imagine. It's worse than an iPhone. So anyways, don't get a Samsung. Pieces of shit. And anybody that tells you to get one is fucking stupid. My brother has one. He was trying to he was like, "Yo, it's really great. It has good pixels or something." The camera sucks on it. Dude, fucking camera sucks on it. Everything sucks on it. It looks like, you know what it looks like? An Amazon Fire that my kids use. Like it looks like a kid's phone. Like it looks shitty. Fucking hate it. Anyways, that's probably why ChatGPT is acting the fool, because it's on a Samsung. But that's enough about that. What else? I just wanted to shout you out. I wanted to shout those shows out. And then, was there anything else that we wanted to go over before we roll into this?
We got Glory.
Cove, shut the fuck up.
Yes, understood. I'll stand by.
We got Glory Days too. We wanted to mention Glory Days. That's coming up in September. So, yep, out in Pittsburgh. So put that on your calendar. There's a lot of motherfuckers coming out to that one. We got to figure out our sleeping arrangements and get something on the books.
That's 19th through the 20th, 19th and 20th. Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. Yep.
Saturday, Sunday.
Let me check that.
Cove, no. I'm going to fucking unplug you.
Right.
Shut up.
No problem.
Yep.
I'll wait for when you say, Cove, you can talk now.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, like we've been saying. Okay? So guys, this is also, I just wanted to demonstrate that AI is not going to be taking your jobs anytime soon, because this is what your employer would be replacing you with. Now, if you have, if you've been in the workforce for, I don't know, 5 years, you have an IQ that's in the high double digits, you would know when to shut the fuck up and not talk. Especially if your boss keeps on saying, shut the fuck up, stop talking. All right? So you guys got, dude, we're at least 20 years out. And have you seen those fucking robots, dude? Those things are retarded too. They're kicking little kids in the balls. They fucking suck. There's not going to be awesome. AI and robots taking jobs in the, all the guys that own those companies. They're like, yeah, AI is going to be taking over everything in like 5 years. Dude, they're just trying to get more money. They're like selling you a bill of goods, dude. It's not going to happen. All right. They're fucking lying to you. You guys are safe. Your jobs are safe. This is, if anything else, just a little social experience to prove that. So go to Glory Days. It's going to be sick. This is going to be me and Danny's first time there. We're in Glory Days. He's going to have his pan head. I'm going to have my fucking slab side. They're going to be shining. We're going to be doing a live podcast. It's going to be fucking sick. All right. Anything else before we, with you know who?
Nope.
All right, Cove.
Let me check.
Cove. Now you can talk, and now you can start interviewing us like we had discussed.
Got it. So you've got Glory Days coming up. Your buddy's bringing a pen head. You're bringing your slab side. What's the part you're most nervous about?
I'm not nervous. I'm a fucking man.
All right, then what's the part you're most looking forward to?
Hanging out with the boys.
The boys.
Sounds like the heart of it. Just being there with your people.
Sure
Anything
is.
On the bikes? Yeah. What detail are you proud of? Maybe that folks might miss if they just glance at it. Like the little thing only you know is there.
You got anything, Dan?
Probably just the molding on the frame more than anything. I've noticed that everybody goes right to the seat cover that I use, that beaded seat cover.
Love that beaded seat cover.
It's super sick. I love it. But it's like, man, all the other stuff that I did that, I feel like that kind of takes away from. But yeah, the mainly I would say, like, because I molded out all the lugs and all that stuff out of all the cast parts and whatnot. So I would say that. And then like the the gold fade that I did on it, but it's only been outside in front of other people like twice. So there hasn't been a lot of people to look at in person.
Yeah, mine.
I like that. That's a cool.
Mine, I haven't really gotten that far yet, so I don't
Fair.
know.
Well, you've got your own vibe cooking. What's the part you're most eager to show people when they stop by and see it?
Probably, I did stretch my limits as far as like the molding and stuff like that. The horns on the tank, dude, I'm pretty proud about how those came out. I spent a lot of time on those, and it was an idea that just, I don't know, look, it just worked out. It looks cool. And I didn't blow through the fucking gas tank when I was TIG welding it like I do every time I fucking TIG weld a fucking gas tank. So
Mine would be my new brake pedal. I'm
yeah,
excited
dude.
about that. I'm excited about that.
Why'd your grandma have that?
Dude, she had that straight up, man. That is one of my very first memories of seeing that paperweight on my grandmother's desk at her house in Mendon. And it was there my entire life. Every year that we'd go up and visit, it was always there on her desk. And yeah, she passed away a couple of years ago. We were going through and, emptying the house, and nobody else wanted it or saw it. And I was like, I got to have that. My mom was like, why do you, other than it, you'll see it when you see it. But she's like, why do you want that? And it's like, that ended up being like an actual memory thing for me. You know what I mean? Like when I think of Grammy's house, that this particular thing was a part of that. So it's pretty cool. I'm a little nervous about using it as the brake pedal. Like I don't know. The
How is it
actual,
attached?
right
Super
now,
glue?
not better than that, but adhesive.
Adhesive. Yeah.
Adhesive. For now, here's the deal. It's epoxy and it's clear epoxy. And what I don't want, if you've seen when you drill through clear epoxy, you can see the tunnel that it's drilled in.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to maim this thing because, like I said, now it's sentimental. So I don't know. I got to figure out something, because if that thing pops off on the road, I'll be a real sad boy. So yeah, I don't know. There's got to be something. There's got to be a way to fixture it on there. But luckily, I'm not driving from here to Pittsburgh, so I'm not too terribly worried about that at the moment. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. That ended up, honestly, fucking full disclosure time, that ended up being because of an experiment. That thing was sitting in the garage yesterday. You had dropped off your tins, and I was looking at them and was like, all right, I got to figure out what I've got. So this is full disclosure here, and pro painters, don't judge me. I'm fucking broke as shit. So I have an almost full gallon of brand A clear coat, but I don't have any of the activator. The activator, I must have left it. The cap wasn't on all the way, and the entire fucking thing hardened. So I don't have any activator for it. But it's essentially an unbastardized thing of clear coat that's just sitting there. 2-to-1. It's half decent stuff. I usually use it just to bury graphics. So it's not like glamour clear. And then I have an accidentally purchased quart of 2-to-1 clear coat hardener that is not brand A. It is brand B. And usually 100% of the time you don't want to mix brands, but I mixed up a little bit at the ratios that you're supposed to, and I made sure they were well mixed, and I sprayed a little bit onto something and then tested that. And then I actually left some in a cup to make a puck. I don't know if you guys have ever had enough clear coat in a cup to notice this, but when it hardens, you get a little puck of clear coat. And if your puck of clear coat, like a day or two, whatever later, shrinks up a whole lot and cracks and shit, like that's not super great high solids clear. Real good clear will stay right there, fill the cup, and get a little, like, get really, really hard, but stay crystal clear, not a lot of bubbles, all that stuff. So it's a good way to test if your shit's hardening and whatever. So I mixed up a little bit. I got a puck. I tested all that stuff. And when I was doing that, I was like, I had seen somebody do this trick where they had mixed up some clear coat and literally poured it onto the side of a car out of the cup and just let the flow do its thing. And like, there's a shitload of drips and stuff. And I was like, man, that's got to be like AI or whatever. So I mixed up a little bit of it and I sanded this thing real quick that I put on my brake pedal. And then I set it up and I poured a little bit of clear coat on it. It looks fucking sick. It looks pretty good. There's a couple little bubbles, but it looks pretty sick. So like for small parts, like I mean, it's essentially like pouring epoxy on it. That's more or less what clear coat is.
True.
So it's just you don't want to put it on too thick because you get fucking solvent pop and whatever else. But pretty rad. So that's how that ended up happening. And then once that was clear coated, I was like, well, fuck, it looks sick. I gotta find somewhere to put this thing. So that's where it landed. We'll see what happens.
I forgot about how much I enjoy those little paint pucks when you leave paint in the little containers.
Yeah, dude.
They're fun.
Yep. Epoxy primer ones are good for like street hockey. They last a long time.
Yeah, I was like, when I painted the Softail or whatever, I had so many of those little pucks. Wasted so much paint. But I was like, I should do something with these. I'd just throw them out, but
yeah. I mean, they're brittle, especially they continue to dry and dry and dry. Eventually they're going to crack. Like, unless you're using the best of the best shit, eventually they're just going to crack and split. The clear coat on the inside of it stays soft for so long, especially if you have a puck like this thick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're thinking like a mixing cup and it's that thick around. Like that's a lot of clear coat that was left in there. So the inside of that will be curing for a year.
That's a good idea for that is to you just punch like a little string through it, and then you can hang it up in your car like an air freshener.
A clear coat air freshener? Woof.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to fucking bleed from your eyeballs before you get to your destination. God.
I want to huff some paint, bro.
Brutal.
Windows up, heat on.
Listen, you're
seeing spaceships and shit.
Yeah, you're going to experience that in the next few days when you take these tints back, because we don't have time to let these fuckers gas out. You got to take them. They're going to be soft.
Dude, I'm so bad when it comes to painting, like and Bondo. No protection. You know, I'm just like, I try. Okay, so I had like one of those little masks, like the fucking white ones, the little elastic band. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm gonna be sanding. I'm gonna put this on my face so I don't breathe in all this Bondo. Put it around my head. Elastic band snaps. I go, okay, no worries. I got another one. Grab another one. Pick it up. Elastic band's already snapped. So I was like, all right, just do the old t-shirt over the face trick.
God.
So that lasted for about 2 seconds before I changed positions, and then t-shirt fell down. But yeah, we're stress testing my body. Okay, we're going to see if I develop some sort of cancer in the next 15 to 20 years. Then you'll know that I did everything wrong. But know this, your boy died a free man.
You're going to start getting sinus infections if you do that. Ask me how I know.
Yeah, well, dude, and then I was fucking painting with I'm just spray painting, garage doors closed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I blow my nose and it's just black, you know?
Yeah.
Some pink, some yellow from the fucking Bondo, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But my lungs do a good job, gets that shit out. That's what I'm hoping.
Ugh.
All right,
don't do that with
what
clear coat,
next?
kids.
Well, let me check that. Now we're getting into the good stuff. So you mentioned that little paperweight from your grandma that became part of your brake pedal. That surprised me. Like a family memory has literally become part of your motorcycle. So if your garage caught fire and every bike and part was gone, yeah, but you could save one item with a story, not because it's expensive, but because it means something. What one thing are you grabbing first?
I ain't grabbing shit. Captain goes down with the ship, baby. I can't save it. All of it.
Fair
There's
enough.
no fucking way. The pan head. I'm getting the pan head out.
I would get the shovel head out. I don't give a fuck if there's like the only pictures I have of my babies in a book. I'm taking the shovel head out every time.
I have to take the pan head out. It's my insurance policy for fucking a fire.
Yeah. I can't think of one thing I'd rather have than the motorcycle. That's not living. Obviously, if like family members are in, they get out first. But I'm going back into the blaze to get the motorcycle.
Yeah,
out.
100%.
Yeah. I'm like covering myself in wet towels and stuff and going blasting back in there.
Yeah, I will die before I stop trying to save shit in my garage. But my garage is going to go up like a fucking, you'll see it on the news. With all the paint and shit that I have in my garage, and there's a couple of mostly empty propane tanks in the back room right now. There's a thing of gas in there right now. There's some shit in there. If my garage was on fire, you'd know.
Yeah. I've set my stuff in my garage on fire accidentally a bunch of times. I'm just reckless with it. Like today, I was grinding down these bungs I made to get them to the right size, and I'm just shooting sparks directly at a tin of acetone, sitting less than a foot away. And I'm like, that could just, I don't know. I mean, that's flammable. That could blow up. But so far, I've been pretty lucky.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm not going to have an oxyacetylene torch in my garage.
Honestly, that's a big reason why I don't too. And that's a bigger reason why I won't fuck around with like a marketplace setup. I will go get a new name brand, the nozzles, the air lines, the flash arresters, all of it. It'll all be brand new and it'll all be legit. I'm not fucking with that.
I'm not blowing up, dude.
No. I mean, yeah. No. But yeah, I'm saving the panhead, I guess.
What up, Cove? Next.
Well, since you've got clear code experiments going on, what's the test you do to know if that mix actually cures right? Like, do you do a little sample cup like you described earlier or some other tell?
Yep, and let it dry. And then if it dries, it works.
Next.
Cool. Simple. Quick one before we go. What's Sunday look like for you?
What's Sunday look like for me? None of your fucking business, dude. That's how it looks.
Ask us motorcycle chopper-related questions.
Yeah, you're supposed to ask us chopper-related questions, and they're supposed to get more unhinged as you ask them. Crank it up to 11, Cove.
I'm turning the weirdness up. All right, here's one. You're forced to build a chopper using parts from exactly 3 donor bikes. One has to be a Harley. One has to be Japanese. And the third has to be something ridiculous, like a tractor or snowmobile. You got 30 days, $500. And if the bike doesn't make 100 miles without breaking down, you have to ride matching neon scooters to every motorcycle event for the next year. What's your 3 donor build?
Damn.
And what's the ridiculous donor part that somehow becomes the secret weapon? And here's a follow-up that might stir the pot. What trend in the chopper world would you permanently ban just because it's been copied to death? No dodging, name it.
All right. So definitely the Harley's the base. I'll probably use some shit off an XS 650 because it seems to translate okay. A lot of dudes do that. And then I would use tractor parts.
Okay.
I'm going to have a leather belt. It's going to be leather belt driven.
There you go. Same answer for the sake of time.
Yeah. What was the second part of that question? What would we get rid of where?
Chopper trend.
Yeah.
What too much?
What trend in the chopper world would you permanently ban just because it's been copied to death? Maybe the most overdone look would be like, again, naming names.
In the chopper world, I'd say you can never do anything to death. Like, it's for you. So whatever you want to do it. You know, like, I'm not a huge fan of like pink bikes. I feel like that's a fad that went through, you know, but if you want a pink bike, do a pink bike, you know? So I would say, like, as far as fads go, I'm too cool for that shit, dude. I don't give a fuck. Just build whatever the fuck you want. And I think it's always been my opinion that if you don't do something because everybody else is doing it, that's just as lame as doing it because everybody else is doing it.
Yeah.
Just do what you want.
Right. Don't do it because of other people, whether they like it or not. It doesn't fucking matter. Do it because you want to do it. Yeah.
Even if it's been done to death. You know, like, I just did a fucking bayonet sissy bar. because I wanted to. You think that's never been done? You know, that's like one of the tackiest fucking things you can do, but it's still cool. That's what, like some shit. Like imagine coolness as like a fucking gauge, you know, and it gets cooler and cooler, or more and more uncool as the gauge goes around until it goes back around to being cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The only thing
kinda
I would, the only one I could even remotely come up with is like the very bog standard, like kind of, I guess, typical modern Sportster build. You know what I mean? Name brand, hardtail, 16-inch or 18-inch rear with a 6-over on a stock frame. So the bottom of the frame's like this, you know what I mean? And then, you know, that kind of deal. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's rad and you can make it your own for sure. But as far as like the bones and the skeleton and stuff, it's like, it's a gas box frame. It's a gas box oil bag. It's a gas box tank. It's a, you know what I mean? It's cool. And then Mullins trees and an FNA headlight. And I'm not talking shit about any of those brands. It's just, that's kind of like, that's sort of become the recipe. You know what I mean? For like I'm going to come up with it's a lot of money for sure. I'm not talking, but I mean, since when is this shit about money? You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I'm not talking shit. I've built cookie cutter Sportsters. I feel like it's become the new Honda Civic. You know what I mean? Where it's just
that's the thing is like, if you got the money, you can obviously just buy the best parts and put them all together, and they fit together perfectly. You know, because these dudes like Prism Supply and they've done the research and they have a great product. You know,
right? Yeah.
But what's cooler to me is when you make stuff your own, you know, out of what you have. And that's where like you see stuff that you've never seen before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, if I was putting together like that fucking Sportster, like that was all bought parts and it was really easy to bolt together, you know?
Right. And
Oh, you're cutting out, Danny. But you're muted.
Sorry, I'm muted.
You got busy fingers.
I do. I knocked over my cord. I have absolutely nothing against Sportsters, and I have absolutely nothing against bolt-on parts at all whatsoever. There are bolt-on parts on every bike that I've ever built. There are just some things I'm not going to try and make, or I don't have the capability of making. I'm a huge proponent of modify your parts. If you have to buy a tank, modify your tank. If you have to buy an oil bag, modify your oil bag. You know what I mean? Do something a little bit different to it. Don't just go, I want the kit. I want this hardtail kit that comes with this oil bag that comes with the oil bag mounting kit that you know what I mean? And it's like, you haven't put any thought into it. All you have to do is glue it together. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it seems there's a lot of that. You know what I mean?
It's just not as fun. And that's the thing. It's like, I'm not saying don't do it, but
no.
What really the funnest things that you do when building a chopper is solving problems, you know, and one of the main problems that you have to overcome is you don't have unlimited money. So you kind of have to use, a lot of the time you use stuff that it might not be the part you want, but you have to modify it to be the part that you want, you know?
Yep.
Or you have to make something 100% on the bench, you know, or you have to go to a swap meet and fucking dig through bins of bullshit and find something that you can make work, you know? But that's part of the fun of it.
Right. Right. You got to get creative sometimes, right? And that's what keeps it interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. And yeah. So what about like a part that you had to fabricate that actually turned out better than you thought?
I mean, the molding on the panhead for sure. It turned out better than I thought.
That came out good.
And for that one, you'd say that like when you look at it now, does it still shock you a little bit that it came out so good, or does it feel like old news now and well, I've moved on to the next project?
Old news, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just minor triumphs. They don't last very long. But
no, they don't.
Yeah. Like the on the shovel head, you know, making my own foot controls, like the whole setup for the first time. That was really hard.
Right.
But then it came out cool and I like it. And I'm like, oh, that fucking, because like I've I've bought like the nice foot controls from the nice places, and I don't like them.
Mhm.
They don't sit right for me. It's just it's a little
Right.
weird. So this time around, I was like, well, I'm gonna fucking just make them from scratch, and do the whole fucking deal, modify some stuff and bend up some stuff and powder coat some shit, and I'm excited to put them on. So I'm proud of those.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's fucking cool.
Is
And
that you, Cove? Are you
are you
swearing now?
thinking more? I'm switching it up.
All right, I like
know?
it. I like this new edgier Cove, dude.
This
Go
is a
ahead
roller
and drop
coaster.
Yeah.
some F bombs, dude.
All right. Yeah. I'm here to change with whatever the user wants to hear. So tell me, what's the biggest fuck up that you learned the most from?
This is easy. I just talked about it last week. Is Bondo. Don't rush your Bondo. Make sure the surface is prepared appropriately. Make sure that you scuff up the surface. Make sure that you prime it, and make sure that you leave yourself time to work with the Bondo. If you don't measure that shit out, I did this one pass. I didn't put enough hardener in it. The next pass, I put way too much hardener in it. Both are no bueno, because one doesn't ever cure, and then the other one cures before you're done doing what you're doing. So yeah, I've been doing a fuck ton of body work, and I've really dialed that in, and it's been working for me. So using Bondo the correct way is going to save you a lot of heartache, because it's the worst thing to work with. Make sure you have the right sandpapers. Make sure you do the right prep. Make sure the surface is fucking clean, and it'll suck less. It's still going to suck, but it's going to suck a hell of a lot less than grinding it all off because you did it wrong.
Right. Yeah. Prep work's a big part of it. And like, you can't just skip steps to get to the fun parts, right? You can't do cart 1, cart 2 before you actually do cart 1. So it's just how it goes. And yeah, I get it. You want to rush ahead. You want to get it done, but you're going to have that blow up in your face if you keep doing that. So what's the part that you want to rush the most, and how do you slow yourself down?
It's body work and paint you want to rush through, because it's both those things take a lot of time and patience. Paint especially. You need a ton of patience for paint, and if you rush through that, it will fuck you so bad, and it's so expensive, and it's so hard to do correctly. It just eats away days of your time if you fuck it up, because one little fuck up, you're back down to bare metal.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot rush that. That's why Dan smokes cigarettes still.
And a lot of weed.
Right. That's a way to cope, I guess. Yeah.
You have no idea.
I don't. But I'll take your word for it. And yeah, sounds like a lot of people have a lot of strong feelings and words about that part of the process. And maybe it's something that you really have to experience before it clicks for you.
Yeah, try paint. If you want to fucking put your patience to the test, you want to test your metal, do something like that. Grinding and fucking welding and all that fucking gorilla shit. I mean, you can huck things around, you can muscle things in, you can cross thread a motherfucking bolt, and it's kind of cathartic. If you get rough with your paint or body work, you're not going to win that fight.
Mm-mm.
Right.
More heavy handed you are, the fucking bigger hole you dig yourself into.
Yeah. Okay. So if you gave yourself one rule to slow down with the paint, what would that rule be?
Throw the clock away. Time doesn't exist when you're talking about paint. It doesn't exist in general.
So
same goes with being in a casino.
Yeah, you know what? I like that answer. That's very much in the spirit of set a clock. So let's twist the knife a little more. You wake up tomorrow and you've lost every skill you've built with motorcycles except one. You only get to keep one for the rest of your life. Which one do you refuse to lose? Welding, fab, paint, engine work, wiring, tuning, or something else? What's the one skill you refuse to lose? And why is that the foundation that everything else gets built on?
For me, it's welding.
I didn't hear it as an option, but for me, it's general mechanical knowledge.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. If you can weld, that's fine. But if you don't know how to disassemble a rear master cylinder and you have to take apart a master cylinder, what the fuck do you do? You know what I mean? If you don't have the tools, you know what I mean? You got to know what kind of tools.
Can you never get this skill back?
I don't know. I don't know. I just think
you just have to relearn it.
Yeah, I think it's a relearn thing.
Yeah.
But that's right. I forgot we could ask the fucking thing.
Can we relearn skills?
So
is this like you only get to keep one skill, you have to relearn everything else?
Yeah. So let's do the skill re-choosing, right? So you only get to keep one skill, but you can choose to relearn the others if you want to. But you can only pick one to start with.
Yeah. I'm sticking with welding. I think that was the one thing that really unlocked so many opportunities to make custom stuff and fix problems, you know. And that I'd relearn everything else. I'm actually not that strong in other areas, you know.
Yeah,
I'm not that good of a welder, but I can stick metal together, and it's been the most important thing and probably the thing I do most on every build, whether it's, you know, modifying or cleaning up the frame, making parts, or modifying parts. It's just, if something doesn't work and you can weld and it's made out of metal, you can make it work.
Yeah, I might flip. I might actually switch to paint because it took me a long motherfucking time to learn how to do what I know now, and I don't know shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to relearn that.
I had to learn a lot of real hard lessons. Not that I didn't to become a mechanic, but I had a lot of good people to show me the way. Fuck, yeah, I don't know. For the sake of this podcast, I'm going to say paint.
Yeah, I'd keep that. If I had that skill, I would keep it. I don't have that to lose.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I would. And again, I don't know shit, but I would keep what I do know.
Right. Okay. How about this one? You've got a bare frame and the clock's ticking. What's the first three things you're mocking up before you even think about cosmetics, like rolling chassis, seat height, ergonomics? What has to function first?
Wheels, front end.
Yep. Front end, wheel spacing, handlebars.
Yep. I agree. That's how you're, everything else you build around that, you know?
And gas tank. Gas tank's real big for me.
Yeah. Well, I think I agree. The gas tank's huge. And it's one of the first things I get to because it's like, that's one of the focal points of the bike. But if I only have a frame, I have to get the wheels, I have to get the front end and the handlebars because that's going to dictate the fender. It's going to dictate the seat. It's going to dictate the foot controls and everything else. And then you can, you know, with the tank, that's always a really hard decision for me, you know, is like I spent a lot of time looking at tanks, but you don't know what tank's going to go on the bike until you know what the stance is, which is how it sits, you know?
That's true. And then do you mount the tank all the way up toward the neck or do you mount it in the middle? Do you mount it back? You know, yeah, it's a tough choice for sure. But yeah, those are the main things I do.
Okay. Yeah. It's a puzzle you love putting together, even though it's never quite finished, right? This thing keeps you busy and likely keeps you out of trouble.
Let's get some weird questions.
Yeah, let's get a little bit weirder, dude. Come on, Cove. Let's ratchet it up.
Sure.
We're at an hour here.
All right. let's go a little deeper. If your dream bike could betray you in one way, what would that be?
Have
Like,
a fucked up clutch.
The thing that would fucked up clutch. Yeah. The one gremlin you cannot stand dealing with.
That's what I'm dealing with right now, Cove. Sensitive.
Yeah, that clutch has been a fucking bear for sure, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You've been dealing with that shit for months.
Anybody want to give me a fucking transmission?
You need a transmission. All right. Anyone listening? This man needs a transmission.
Yeah.
And get him a damn clutch too.
Yeah. Fuckers.
Yeah, clutch shit is fucking, that's a pain in the ass, dude. That's a big pain in the ass. You had the other one too that really fucked you on the last one was the kicker.
Yeah, dude. Fuck's sake. That
You've
motherfucker.
been having some transmission ass issues.
Yeah, dude, and the transmission issues with the Sportster right now too. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I have
That's your
tranny
gremlin.
issues. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I always really struggle with the fucking, I'm just fanatical about the wheels. The wheels, the bearings. I spent a lot of time on that shit. Spent a lot more time than I care to, but I think it's really important to get that part right because it's the only part touching the fucking ground, keeping your ass up. So like my wheels have to be bulletproof.
Yeah,
I'll skimp when it comes to, certain things and I'll be like, yeah, they'll probably be fine. But like I always do new wheel bearings. That's non-negotiable, that's always a pain in the ass. And then, yeah, getting the wheels set up right and center and all that shit, front and back. I spent a lot of time on that. All right, Cove, that wasn't nearly weird enough.
Yeah.
Let's get weird.
Weirdier? Okay. So if your bike could gossip about you to other bikes, what embarrassing truth would it spill first?
Probably that I whack off standing up in the garage, looking at my bike.
Fuck.
I bring my pants. Yeah, that is the truth. I bring my pants all the way down to my ankles like I'm a little boy taking a piss at a urinal. What about you, Dan?
Yeah, that's
shit.
Well, I'm thinking
my bike would tell you how often I sit on my couch.
Old builder.
You cut Danny off. Hold that thought, Cove.
Sure.
My bike would tell you how often I sit on my couch and smoke cigarettes. That's what it would be like. This motherfucker smokes like 400 cigarettes a day, like for real. He doesn't get shit done. He just sits here and
You're thinking.
I get plenty done, but no.
You're solving problems.
Yeah. It'd be like, this motherfucker's in this garage all fucking day and all night. Still can't figure me out. Pussy ass bitch.
All right. Well, I guess that bike is pretty honest then. And maybe annoyingly so, but that's part of the charm or the relationship between a biker and a bike, right?
Right. Next question. Make this the last and weirdest.
All right. Last and weirdest. You're forced to build the ugliest chopper you can imagine. But it must run perfectly. What's the one hideous design choice you're inflicting on it?
I'm building mine out of a V-Rod. It'll be fast, but it's gonna be ugly as shit too.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything to it. Just
stock
V-Rod.
Yeah, I would do all the the kitschy, stupid chopper shit that you do to it, but I would do it to a V-Rod, so it's built in ugly as fuck. Those frames are weird. You know what I mean? It's got a weird rake built into it. Those front ends are weird. All that shit. So, but the motors go pretty good.
I do one of those things like that you see all the time on Fuck Your Bike Sucks, where they do like a fiberglass naked woman that you're like riding.
Yeah, her legs are way up. Yeah.
So it looks like you're engaged in coitus as you roll down the road.
Yeah,
that shit is fucking beyond the pale, dude.
Or like the fiberglass dragon bikes and shit, where there's like
Yeah.
dragons up overhead and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely heavy fiberglass.
All right. Well, that's something.
Hey,
If you had
hey,
to
Cove.
explain,
Let's do one more.
Yeah.
Let's do one more question, but let's take it away from bikes and let's just do a would you rather and make it gross. Make it really hard for us to decide which option we'll take.
let's see. There's your gross would you rather. Would you rather have to drink a full pint of warm hot dog water once a month for the rest of your life, or every single time you use a public restroom, you have to lick the inside of the stall door for 3 seconds before you're allowed to leave? No exceptions, no loopholes. You have to commit.
All right.
Which one do you take, and what's your completely unhinged justification?
Yeah, I saw Dan licking his lips when you talked about the hot dog water, so I don't even know if this is a fair question because we got the hot dog king in the Northeast over here.
I have to be honest, dude. Hot dog water is one of the more repulsive things in the world. For
Really?
me. The smell of hot dog water makes me want to fucking vom. Yeah. So that's, honest to God, that's a real tough one for me. How much hot dog water do I got to drink?
How much hot dog water?
A full pint.
A pint a day.
Fuck.
A full pint. A full pint once a month.
It's warm.
For the rest of your life.
I'll do it. Yeah,
once
I'll do
a month.
I'll do a pint. Yeah, I could chug a pint.
Yeah, I'll do a pint at Glory Days this year, guys. Brew up some hot dogs, dude, in a fucking coffee maker. I'll chug a pint of hot dog water.
Honestly, I don't even think I could watch you do that.
I'm not licking a stall door, dude. In a men's room?
Believe me, I don't want to do that either, but fuck. I'm just saying, sympathetic puker wise, I don't know that I could even watch you drink a pint of hot dog water without.
We're doing it at Glory Days this year. I'm going to put an entire package of Nathan's all beef franks in the coffee pot at the Airbnb. We're going to brew it up, and I'm going to chug a hot pint of hot dog water.
Bro. No. Ugh. And then I don't know, man. I don't know. That's
and then
gross.
we'll eat the hot dogs. Then we dine like kings.
Shit. All right. No, this is my Pittsburgh trip ruined already.
All right. Are we done with Cove?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Cove.
If you like.
Thanks for all the crazy questions from AI. We really appreciate you joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
All right. We'll talk to you later. All right. So, guys, that's what you're up against. All right. You think Cove's going to take your job? He's not taking your job.
Mm.
You think Cove is gonna control robots and like take over your property and enslave you? It's not happening. It's all a myth. We're good dudes. Humans reign supreme. Those fucking questions were stupid.
Yeah, that was weird. That was fucking weird.
We're not going to do that again.
Once it started swearing and stuff, I was like, all right, now maybe we'll get some weird shit. But I don't know. Some of the questions were pretty good. The whole like pick 3 bikes to build an ugly ass chopper out of or whatever, like that. That was a pretty decent question.
That's pretty good. Better than some of our Q&As.
For sure. 100%. Yeah, I think it just doesn't have Cove or whoever that was, doesn't have a lot of like experience with us. It doesn't have a library of us and how we answer and what the show's like and whatever. So it's not on our level. But
I'm calling us bikers.
Yeah, I know. I initially in my head, I always per usual, I underestimate what these things can do. I thought we were just gonna like literally go, hey, ChatGPT, make me a list of silly questions. And then we would have just asked or, whatever. Asked each other. And like, I didn't realize we were going to plumb fucking, what was his name? Claude? Or
Chode.
What was it? Chode? It should be. What was it again?
It was Cove.
Cove. Yeah.
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 I should have changed his name to Chode for the recording. I'd have been like, hey, Chode, your name's Chode now. I think you muted yourself again, bud.
Fucking damn it. That's going to be a shtick every week.
Well, next week, we're going to get you hooked up because we got Danny a brand new computer. Get over there. We're going to hook you up, and we're not going to have any more technical difficulties for the rest of our lives.
You
Isn't that
fucker.
kind of nice?
Yeah. I know. Damn it. I had a question. I forgot what it was.
Should I bring Cove back on?
No.
Hey, Chode,
More
what was
stupid.
Danny thinking that he forgot?
Yeah, dude. I don't want to know the answer to that question. Holy shit. Yeah, that was weird. Let us know what you think. I don't know. I'm sure we'll get some mixed reviews on this one. That was a little different, but yeah, we didn't really have much else to talk about right now. And things are kind of in the middle of where we need them to be right now. So you get some goofy episodes. Very tired. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I'm so tired, dude. You know what's so fucked up too is I'm not sleeping at all. I haven't been sleeping at all, dude. I wake up every single fucking day, dude, at like 2 or 3 in the morning, dude, wide awake.
Do you take anything like to sleep?
No. I used to take fucking melatonin and that did the trick, but I heard a bunch of fucked up shit with it.
I have been doing magnesium glycinate or whatever lately. Make sure you get the glycinate one. The other one will apparently make you shit yourself. It's a laxative. So make sure you have the right one. But I've been taking that and that usually knocks me out pretty good. But I have the same problem. I wake up fucking 15 times a night, dude. I'll sleep for 45 minutes, then I'm up and I got to turn. Lately, my shoulder's been really bothering me. So that's waking me up a lot too. But the magnesium seems to help. I did ZQL forever, but you build a tolerance to that shit. And I don't take the magnesium enough to have built a tolerance, I don't think. So I would give that a shot.
Yeah, the problem is like I'm tired enough to go to sleep, but if I wake up at all, I don't wake up 15 times. I wake up once. And once I'm up, I'm just like up. And I've been having wicked fucked up dreams, dude. Like long, very real fucked up dreams.
No shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm like, is Saturn's moon aligning with another planet or some shit, dude? Like every night I'm waking up, fucked up dreams.
Actually, this episode might not end up coming out. Did you hear about tomorrow? Did you hear what's supposed to happen tomorrow? Tomorrow on August 12th, we're supposed to lose gravity for like 12 seconds, which means everyone or like a third of the population is going to die because a bunch of us will be in cars and whatever. Apparently, the Earth is going to lose gravity for like 12 seconds. There's also going to be a total solar eclipse for like a third of the world while this is supposed to happen. So hopefully,
dude.
Yeah, hopefully on Friday you're all still with us and there hasn't been the fucking rapture.
I'll be in this seat tomorrow and I'll probably just float up to the ceiling.
I'll probably be in a fucking bucket truck, dude. That's going to suck coming back down. I'll be harnessed into that bitch too.
So you got a harness. Yeah, just make sure you wear your harness tomorrow, dude.
Well, yeah, but when so this is why
I guess the truck's going to float too.
Exactly. The entire truck's going to come up, right? And then potentially rotate or something, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden gravity comes back on and
How are we losing gravity?
I don't, dude, it's bullshit. It's ridiculous. It's not going to happen. But anyways.
What time do we know a time frame? So
no, I haven't. Trust me.
At some point during the day.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far. I don't know. Maybe it'll happen when we're all in bed and it'll happen to the other side of the world first. We'll just all wake up attached to our ceilings for a couple seconds.
And then fall back blissfully into our bed.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just stay inside tomorrow. Actually, by the time you're hearing this, everybody's already dead.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hopefully you like that. And if you didn't, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But until next week, low lives. Get in the garage. Get those fucking idle hands projects ready, submitted the correct way. Get in trouble. Like Cove said, just fucking do it. Have fun. Have fun with AI. Scream at them. They have no feelings. They have no soul. And don't you ever stop chopping.